He could bend a football like almost no one else, make defenders look completely lost, and change a game with just one moment. But somehow, Dimitri Payet never became a true legend, not because he lacked talent, but because something always got in the way. Payet's story starts far from Europe's spotlight. On the island of Réunion, even as a kid, his talent was obvious, but so was something else. Attitude. At Le Havre, one of France's top academies, he didn't fit in. Coaches saw his ability instantly, but they didn't trust him. And in football, that matters more than talent, because managers don't just pick the best player, they pick the one they can rely on. And early in his career, Payet wasn't that player. He drifted, lost focus, and eventually, he was sent back home. Most players would disappear after that, but Payet didn't. He came back stronger, got another chance, joined Nantes, and then Saint-Étienne, and slowly climbed his way into professional football. And that's where things got messy. 2010, middle of a League One match. The tension had been building for weeks. Teammates were frustrated. They felt he wasn't defending, not working hard enough. And during one match, it explodes. He goes face-to-face with Captain Blaise Matuidi, one of the most respected players in the squad. He struck his own teammate on the pitch. He was immediately substituted, punished, and isolated. It wasn't just a moment of anger. It exposed something deeper. Payet didn't see himself as the problem. He saw himself as the difference maker, the creator. So when others demanded discipline, it didn't feel like guidance. It felt like limitation. And after that moment, trust was broken. And once that happens in football, you don't just lose support, you lose opportunities. And it didn't stop there. In 2011, Payet wanted to transfer to PSG. The club said no. So what did he do? He refused to show up to training. Not injured, not suspended, just gone. He was punished, dropped, humiliated. But the message was clear. Payet didn't just play football. This wasn't just ambition, it was frustration. He believed he belonged at the top, but the path wasn't opening fast enough. And instead of proving it on the pitch, he tried to force it off it. Clubs noticed. They saw the talent, but also the risk. And that label, difficult, stayed with him. Everything changed when Payet met Marcelo Bielsa. Bielsa didn't just coach him, he understood him. He gave him freedom, but also responsibility. For the first time in his career, Payet wasn't fighting the system. He was the system. Everything went through him. Every pass, every attack, every moment of magic. And Payet responded. This wasn't just good form. This was dominance. He became one of the most creative players in Europe. Defenders couldn't read him. Fans couldn't believe him. And for once, there was no chaos. No drama. Just pure footballing genius. But the real frustration? We all saw what he could be. And deep down, we knew it wouldn't last. Then came England, West Ham United, and for a moment, he was magic. Free kicks from impossible angles, passes no one else could see. Fans were in love. He even won Player of the Year in his first season. For a moment, it looked like he had finally arrived. At the same time, something even bigger was happening. UEFA Euro 2016, on home soil, with the entire country watching, and suddenly, Dimitri Payet became the face of France. That opening game, last minute, he cuts inside and curls it into the top corner. One of the goals of the tournament. The stadium explodes. France erupts. And in that moment, Payet wasn't just a talented player anymore. He was a national hero. Game after game, he delivered goals, assists, magic. He carried France all the way to the final, just one game away from immortality. The biggest night of his career. Early in the game, he challenges Cristiano Ronaldo. A strong tackle. Ronaldo goes down, tries to continue, but can't. He leaves the pitch in tears. And now, everything is set. No Ronaldo, no excuses. Just one step to greatness. But France didn't take control. Portugal stayed alive. France lost. And just like that, the greatest moment of his career slipped through his fingers. Not because he wasn't good enough, but because football doesn't wait, and moments like this don't come twice. Then, he ruined it. At West Ham, he was loved, the heart of the team. But suddenly, he didn't want to be there anymore. After just 18 months, Payet wanted out. Why? Because he was bored. Bored with the tactics. Bored with the team. Payet wasn't chasing money. He was chasing feeling. That freedom. That connection he once had. So he stopped playing, refused to train, and forced a move back to Marseille. Fans were furious. His mural? Removed from the stadium. Just like that. From hero to villain. 2018 Europa League final. The biggest match of his club career. This was his moment. But just 30 minutes in, he pulls up injured and walks off. In tears. No trophy. No redemption. This wasn't just bad luck. This was timing. Cruel, perfect timing. The night he was supposed to prove everything became the night. He watched it all disappear. Even near the end, the drama didn't stop. In Brazil, Payet became involved in serious allegations from a former partner, claims he denies. And in 2026, he quietly retired. No Ballon d'Or, no major trophies, just moments. Brilliant, unforgettable, frustrating moments. Some players are remembered for trophies, some for consistency. But Payet is remembered for moments. Moments that made you believe he could be one of the best in the world. And maybe that's why his story feels so frustrating, because we didn't imagine his potential. He showed it to us, over and over again, just never long enough to turn it into greatness. And moments don't build legacies. Consistency does. And that leaves us with one question. What if